welcome to Unqualified Uprising. Tonight we are going to get into the debate of whether Bongino, Mr. Daniel Bongino, should be allowed back in the podcasting space. Obviously, he's coming back. He was the assistant director of the FBI, and I got a couple of problems with that. But I do have an adversary in my battle tonight, and it is go to a Joe and Mike shot. There he is. There he is. Like and subscribe on YouTube and Rumble. Joseph, how are you?
I'm doing good.
You're doing good. Is that it? You're just doing good?
Yeah. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. What's going on? Anything?
Oh, not really. We were just talking about Dan Bongino and the fact that he's going to be coming back to podcasting. And I'm looking at the whole podcasting situation and saying, I don't see why he can't come back. I mean, he has the right to free speech. He actually, even though he didn't come clean about what happened with Epstein and he was with the FBI, there's a lot of people on podcasts that they lie. It's like the news media. A lot of baloney. Look at some of the stuff that other podcasters have said in the past, both liberal and conservative. So as far as him being allowed, I think he is allowed. I think whether the sponsors will sponsor him and whether the people will listen will determine whether he has a chance to make it big again or not.
Yes, I'm on camera.
I'm pretty close to the mic.
I don't think it's you being close.
Oh, okay.
It's okay. We're just adjusting it.
I got you.
Okay. Now adjust your chair and talk directly.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Like that? All right.
Yeah. See your bars over here?
Yeah.
Now they're a lot better.
Oh, okay.
Hi, everybody. Okay. There you go, Joe. Sorry. Technical difficulties. Okay. What were you saying about asshole Bongino?
Yes, asshole Bongino.
So hold on.
Yeah.
We gotta bring in Tom too. Because Tom has to officiate this.
Okay.
And Tom would be a good moderator because he doesn't really have any idea what we're talking about.
Yes.
So
that makes me qualified.
That makes you more qualified to
Qualified uprising.
Qualified uprising.
Yeah.
Okay. Adam, I know you got your phone down here, right?
Yeah.
Give me like a 2-minute. I need a 2-minute counter.
Alright, hold on.
Is 2 minutes enough, or do you need 3?
No, two's gonna be good.
Okay. Your job is to say when he's over. Tom, your job is to shut him up.
Alright, hold on. Alright, and whenever your guys are ready.
Okay. When I tell Joe to speak, start the timer.
Alright.
Joe, tell me why Dan Bongino should come back to and be allowed back in the podcasting ecosphere.
Well, Bongino had a podcast previously before joining the FBI. And he called out a lot of non-common sense stuff that was happening on the left. He came out against the wokeness and the culture, and he also came out against what the left was doing, a lot of the evil stuff and getting groups of people together to protest to try to cause violence. Now, the problem that I have with not allowing him to come back, there's a couple of different things. First off, he would not have the ability to speak freely, and we want everybody. That's one of the things about podcasting is that it's a free speech platform. Also, another thing, he is able to have a podcast because there are a lot of people that have podcasts that are actually liars that lie and give fake news and baloney information. Lots and lots of people. And there's people of other, like comedy and stuff. Not everything is factual that you hear on a podcast. That's my take on it. I also think that he has a network of people that can really do battle in election season against the radical left. That was one of the things that he would do good on, is he would actually mention what the left was up to, what the deep state was up to. And he's an author, too. He's wrote books. He actually wrote several novels on the deep state. And he also said that one of the things was to follow the money, where he would actually track all the money being wasted in Ukraine. So I just feel that he should be allowed back into podcasting, despite some of the other things that he has done, like not exposing Jeffrey Epstein.
And that's 2 minutes.
I knew it. You're like a fucking robot. You're like a robot. That was perfect.
Thanks.
I thought you were going to wrap it up earlier, but then I had a feeling it was only about a minute left, and you kept it going perfect at 2 minutes. Okay, I'm going to rebut you.
Yeah.
Our goal is to convince Tom one way or the other, because I don't think Tom has any. Do you have any foreknowledge of what we're talking about?
Very limited.
Very limited.
Yeah.
So you have no idea. And this is not me. Don't time me on this.
I'm not.
Okay. You have no idea what Bongino used to say on his podcast.
I'm a clean slate with this stuff.
Okay. So did you understand what Joe articulated to
Yes. I
What did you get from Joseph?
Concept from Joseph that he seems to be a right-wing podcaster.
you? Correct. Correct.
Yes. Who is calling out the left, or what he calls the woke,
Correct.
on what he perceives to be their bullshit.
Do you know what this guy looks like?
I probably would know if I saw him.
Well, I can show you a picture.
No, it's even better. It's even better that he doesn't know who he looks like,
Yeah.
because it is really an unbiased opinion.
Yeah.
Okay, you can give me my 2 minutes.
No, you're ready.
And just give me a 20-second call, okay?
Yep.
And just tell me when.
There. And go.
Dan Bongino spent the better half of a decade fucking preparing and getting ready to basically take over the podcast sphere. He was a Secret Service agent. He was some kind of police officer. He's always been involved in law enforcement. And he got really, really, really big by demanding accountability. Demanding accountability for the Epstein list. Coming out many, many a times on live fucking radio or live stream saying Epstein didn't kill himself. Look for the money, follow the money. That's why your money statement almost buried you, because yeah, you were the number one fucking guy saying that. And then you get behind the curtain at Oz, you get behind the curtain, you see the wizard, and all of a sudden, yeah, Epstein hung himself. I'm going to release a video that means nothing. I'm going to say a bunch of shit. I'm going to tell everyone that doesn't believe me, the government, and I'm going to call them all assholes and say that they're black pillars. And we need to worry about the midterms. Just completely contradicting everything he's ever fucking said. And it's not just the Epstein. Fauci. Heads are going to roll. I'm going to get people. I'm going to get to the bottom of this. How many Secret Service agents got fired for Butler? Probably zero. Not saying that Dan Bongino, the assistant director of the FBI, would have the ability to do that, but I'm thinking he might maybe take a look at that. Do I got how close am I? What am I at?
25.
Okay, I thought I was close. You can't get on your podcast and lie. We might be wrong. We're not lying. He lied. He lied to 10 million people every single week, and it's fucking horrible. And I'm not saying he can't come back to the podcast sphere. I'm just saying his credibility is in the fucking toilet, and someone just took a big shit on it. And that's what I feel. So now you're supposed to rebut me.
Yeah, Joe.
I'll rebut you. No, I mean, come on. I mean, you got people that are in podcasts that are actually, that's all they do is spew false information.
Yeah, with zero
But
credibility.
what I'm saying is,
With zero, no,
All right, Joe's 2 minutes.
no, we're just saying a 2 minute.
But when
This is just a joke.
Yeah.
Yelling at me.
but when he goes, yeah.
You can still mediate.
But what I'm saying is, when
Yes.
he goes and he actually has the podcast,
Yes.
the people and the sponsors, he's either going to get them or he's not. That's going to be him being thrown out of podcast. Him being kicked out. What I'm saying is, we should not take away his ability to actually put a podcast out.
No, I'm not saying that in any way, shape, or form.
If the
I'm saying he should have no support. His credibility is in the toilet.
Well, let's see. Maybe he won't. Maybe he won't have
I'm saying he shouldn't. I'm saying it should be a preemptive strike. People should just be like, we don't want you.
There's so many liars.
We'll see. You might be. I mean, it's possible that you're right in a way, but I just don't think what I'm saying is, I think his sponsors are going to come back to him, and I think that his supporters, a lot of them are still going to like him. Maybe he won't get all of his support back, but I do think that there's going to be a dagger in his support because of what he did, because of the fact that he didn't expose what I think everybody thought he was going to expose that was listening and watching his podcast. I thought he was going to go after people, and I thought more people were going to get fired than what happened.
Nobody got fired.
And there wasn't, yeah. And they even asked him. They said to him, Dan, what happened? I think it might have been, I don't know if it was Sean Hannity or Tucker or who it was, but somebody actually asked him what happened while he was in the FBI role.
So what did he say? Hold on, look over there.
He said,
and he ran away.
Well, pretty much. I mean, he said that the corruption ran deep. And
I want to know the names. I want to know names. If you're saying the corruption runs deep, give me a fucking
that's the
name.
thing. And he didn't say who they fired.
Then that's fun.
Yeah, you know, I mean, and that's the thing. I mean, when he took on this role, I agree with you in that sense. When
corruption.
Yeah,
and we're going to weed out
that's
corruption.
what he was going to do. And he never did it.
And I feel like they're filling up the fucking swamp. I didn't vote for this. I didn't vote for endless fucking wars and pointless investigations. Their investigations have gone nowhere. Yes, you're getting child traffickers. Everybody's happy about that. Yes, you're blowing up fucking drunk boats. That's fine. Where's Fauci? Where's Hillary Clinton? Where's all these
he didn't get anybody.
He didn't get anybody. And his boss is going to be fired too.
I don't know. Hopefully.
He's the bomb.
Yeah.
Okay, Joe.
What I'm saying is he was the deputy director of the FBI.
Yes.
He was not the director. He had to answer not only to the director, but also the president too, a little bit.
Right.
So was the director hiding any of this, and how much was being hidden by the director?
He obviously knew there was some kind of fraud. The game was afoot, as they say, right?
Yeah.
So give me a name. Who was committing said fraud?
Yeah, he hasn't said anything.
He hasn't said anything. And he actually came out on the attack, on a preemptive attack. All you people that say, I didn't do this and I didn't do that, you're all black pillars. You're going to be the reason why we lose the election. Kiss my ass. Fuck you. Da, da, da. You didn't see this on X? You saw it.
I did.
You see everything.
I did.
You think that's fine? You think a guy can come out for 5 years and tell us the election was, everything was fake, this is fake, that's fake, Thomas Matthew Crooks, we're going to get him, we're going to get everybody, the Charlie Kirk bumble, what is that about? That's a fucking, the CEO getting shot, everything's fucked up. Everything seems fucked up. And so this guy's going to just waltz back in. He had the biggest show other than Joe Rogan. He was making like $100 million every 5 years or whatever.
But I think that if Joy Reid can have a podcast,
Joy Reid's an ass.
He should be allowed to have a podcast.
No, Joe, you're missing. I'm not debating whether or not he should be able to have a podcast. Anybody can have a podcast. If you haven't noticed, no one listens or watches us. We have a podcast. You should. Yeah. Like and subscribe on Rumble, Unqualified Uprising. What I'm saying is the hypocrisy if I was to watch his show, I'm basically watching a guy go, listen, please believe me, everything I'm saying is factual. Even though everything I said for the last 5 years got exposed as I'm not going to do anything if I get put in that position. I'm going to say I will. But when I get in that actual position, I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to falter like a fucking winter rose. How can that guy have any credibility? Why should I pay? You and I should have more credibility than him right now.
Exactly.
I was not the deputy. You're not the deputy director of the FBI, right?
No.
You don't work. You're not an FBI agent, right?
Yeah, but wait. I'm not an FBI agent, but there's been situations where podcasters have done other roles. Look at Mark Levin. Mark Levin was in the department.
Yeah, now he's the chief Jew. Super Jew.
And just so our audience knows, the podcast, from what we've been hearing the last week, Dan Bongino is going to be coming back to the podcast on February 2nd.
No fucking bloody show. No bloody show. Fuck
Well, I
that
just
guy.
want to let them know what we're debating.
The Bongino
The
report.
Bongino report.
Or-
It should be called the Bongino facade.
Yeah.
The Bongino lie.
I mean, look at
Do you guys realize that we're in a time in history right now that being a fraud doesn't matter?
Yeah,
It's just what you say,
Or do
not if it's legit. It doesn't matter if it's legit, it's what you say. You know, so like just making a blanket statement like I go have a podcast, the Trump is Hitler podcast, and I can say for an hour, Trump is Hitler, Trump is Hitler. Yeah, he's right. People go, yeah, he's right.
you get a lot of
some people
listeners.
will.
Yeah,
Some
I'm
people
saying,
will.
and I might get on a GoFundMe page with $1 million on it.
You get a lot of listeners.
I'm saying, but I'm just gonna say, but in 20 years ago, 25 years ago, when I was younger, if somebody said something, there was no podcast, but if somebody said something that was false or was clearly full of shit, they disappeared and they were out. They were not legit. They were not legit, and they were scorned.
Are we smart enough to make thumbnails yet? Like actual things? Like
I don't
actually, after we record this, the thumbnail of this video, like before you go home, and I can upload everything, but you gotta make a picture of Dan Bongino standing in front of like a structure fire somewhere, going, "Nothing to see here, nothing to see here. Keep it moving."
I like a cartoon.
Like a
Like
fucking,
a meme.
like a meme.
Yeah.
Mike,
Oh, he turned towards me. Okay, I'm ready.
I don't know.
Point.
What I don't understand,
Yes.
okay, is I don't understand how I mean, because you always look at all sides of everything. You
I
look
do.
at conservative media,
I
you
do.
look at liberal media,
I
you
look at
all
everything.
different podcasts.
And for
I
it.
mean, you see that there's podcasts out there where people are on there just basically spewing completely fake information. So I don't think the argument here is whether he can have a podcast. The argument is whether people should support him, whether his sponsors should support him.
Does he have the influence?
Does he have the influence that he had before?
And also the
Because
fact that he had a job in the government as well, the FBI, and that discredited more than any random person in the basement like us talking about shit.
yes.
So that discredited him more, the fact that he was in the government.
And the fact that he didn't do what he said he was going to do when he was in that role.
They never do. Nobody ever does.
But I mean, if he can get his sponsors and he can get his supporters, some of his supporters back, then yes, it's possible that he could resume podcasting. But if there's no sponsors or there's no support, where there's a lot of companies that are going to say, look, this guy's a phony, and they don't, then he can't.
But people are gonna, if people support him, then they'll have a podcast. Period.
Yes.
That's it. And if he can move product, that's all it takes. Now, this all started, I think, personally, with Dan Rather lying about W's Air Force record or whatever, and he got fired.
Yeah.
And there was such an outrage about him getting fired that I think that's what kicked off all this shit where people could just say whatever they want anymore, and it's got to be taken as legit press.
Now, and I'll use my support, for example, for Bongino. My support was waning before he got finished with his podcast because he was starting to sound a little bit like some other podcasters where he was starting to yell and scream, and he was starting to become more and more obnoxious. So my support was waning before he became
Look at him,
the
he's on
deputy
camera. Look at
director.
him.
So I don't know whether I'm going to go right back into fully supporting him. I might not. I don't know if I'm even going to listen to him. I mean, but I'm sure with the conservative stuff, the media in general that I listen to, that I'm going to see clips of him at times. But I don't know because my support was waning at first.
Why does the media do that anyway? Why do they take clips off of like random podcasts? Not saying his is random because he was a big deal apparently.
Well, yeah, because
But they take random. They might even take a clip from our podcast and put it on. And look at what these idiots said.
I
about this,
wish.
and look at that. I mean, that could happen because it happens, and it could be on
Yeah.
CNN. and even Fox.
You're bolstering someone else's show. I don't know why you're doing
It's a
it.
good thing.
But in a way, it's kind of dumb. I mean, think
Don't
about
use it as an example. Don't use 4 random dummies as an example of legitimate media.
But look, think about what Fox does, right? I mean, CNN too. They play clips of the other side. They're sort of like play a CNN clip on Fox. It's like, what are you doing? You want people at Fox to listen to CNN?
They play. I love the arguments where there's like a box with 6 people talking over each other, and then Fox will go on and say, with their panel of 6 people, and say, look at this clip of a panel of 6 people arguing this.
Oh, yeah. You mean the
It's
five?
I can't even. I can't, man. I can't take it. I can't take it. I love the 5 with the one liberal lady, and they just gang up on her. Are you stupid?
Yeah,
I'm
done now.
Same.
No, listen. You guys ain't done yet. You said a lot of things that I have to respond to in that. You went on a whole diatribe about podcasters and their credibility and et cetera, et cetera. You remember saying all this, right?
Yes.
And you said that Bongino has a huge influence, right?
He had millions.
Has or had, right? Well, no, it's either or. I'm saying it because he might have it again. He had it and he might have it again. What I'm saying is he took all that credibility, which I was part of that. I supported him. I supported him when I started watching him when he used to be on Fox News. They bring him on and he fucking yell and scream. Not yell and scream, but he was more animated, more charismatic than some of the other people, and I liked him. The way I'm coming at this is I don't care about him having his own podcast. That's fine. He can do whatever. Anybody else can do it. We're doing it.
Yeah.
He's doing it. Whatever. That's fine. My issue is we could sit here and lie and make up things and say Madonna is a lizard person and say that, Brad Pitt is a shapeshifter. Whatever. We can say whatever we want.
They are.
We have zero credibility. We are part of the new media in the smallest sect of the new media. We are a podcast in someone's basement. Like we're like a garage band.
We're a crumb of that.
We are barely a garage band. We're not even in the garage.
Yeah.
We're below a garage band. What I'm saying is we could sit here and say all sorts of crazy shit. Like Meghan Markle killed Princess Di. Like that's illogical and stupid. But I have no influence. Dan Bongino said all that crap with millions and millions and millions of followers and subscribers, and probably people that donate money to him, and people that really liked what he had to say, really liked his takes on whatever was going on in the world. He took that and he promised us all, I'm going to get him. I'm going there. I'm going to get him. I'm going to serve our country. I'm going to serve our country. Doesn't do anything. Does a bunch of fucking procedural shit that we don't know about. Whatever. Comes out after not doing anything and after covering up the things that he said he was going to expose with the corruption and the Epstein and all that. Comes out and says, yeah, there's too much corruption. I can't really do anything about it without naming what kind of corruption there is, who's involved in the corruption, where the corruption is going on, how it's been corrupt, and how long it's been corrupt. None of that comes out. And then he goes on X and bitches at me because I got questions for him. Like he's beyond reproach. Hey, I'm the assistant director of the FBI. All that shit I said 5 years ago, don't listen to any of that. What I'm saying now is the truth. Well, you said Epstein, no way he killed himself. There's absolutely no doubt in your mind he did not kill himself. Yeah, well, I saw the evidence and he did kill himself. You told me 2 years ago, no matter what anyone says, he didn't kill himself. You said that. You looked me straight in the fucking eye and said that. And then you looked me straight in the eye and then looked down and told me that he killed himself. It looked like a goddamn hostage video. Did you see that?
It did. It did. It looked like he was being taken hostage.
I think every subscriber he has should run to the fucking hills. Because what if he says something, what if he tells everyone to take up arms? What's the next fucking thing he's going to say? He's a charismatic dude. What if everyone takes up arms and that was just that was like a ploy so then the military can come and shoot everybody? What's wrong with me saying that? He said a bunch of crazy shit that didn't
There's
come to
nothing
fruition.
wrong with it.
This,
My credibility is the same as his.
this type of shit has already happened.
Yeah,
I
there's
mean,
a lot.
Not on this kind of scale. Not someone this
No,
big.
I'm saying
even.
people are like. I'm just saying it's still a case where people have to determine for themselves, like, is this bullshit or not?
I don't
I
understand
know.
how
I
anyone
understand that
could.
you're saying it's almost like telling a person to jump when they're on a bridge. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's illegal. So you have to. Should he be legally accountable for saying this shit and have people react? You know, this lady who got shot by the cops last week, was she indoctrinated by some podcaster or something?
There you go. But yes, that's kind of what I'm saying, but not really. What I'm saying is he lied to everyone and then got mad when he got exposed as a liar. And
Well, they all do that too.
not like this, not
No.
challenging to fight people and then basically saying, you're an asshole.
How dare you question me?
How dare you question me?
I changed my story, but now you're questioning me. Fuck you. Yeah,
What do you think?
sounds illegitimate.
No, yeah, it sounds like he became a phony because of that. Because he didn't do what he said he was going to do.
I think it runs a little bit worse. I think he became an operative. I think he's now an arm of a very, 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 very strong arm of the whichever party is in power that he supports. That's what I think.
We don't know that now.
The deep state.
The deep
I think he's an agent of the deep state.
But you made mention that. Are you going to listen to his podcast?
Of course he is. He fucking loves Dan
I
Bongino.
think I told you just from a couple of minutes ago.
I
Mike,
know.
that-
Don't
yeah.
bust my balls on this. No, I'm
but I'm
talking
just
about you
telling-
loving Dan Bongino back in the day.
I don't think I'm going to listen to his podcast.
Really?
A lot
you
of
knew when the day it started was.
keep in mind something. A lot of the radio stations are not going to embrace him. Like the local radio station, the local talk radio.
Are they saying what I'm saying?
Well, he pretty much said the guy who owns it, Paul.
What?
Paul Vandenberg.
Paul Vandenberg?
Yeah. He pretty much said he doesn't
What's
know
his
whether he's
station?
going to have
Somebody
a
can plug him. What's his show's name? Sound Off?
Well, it's called the Paul Vandenberg Show. It comes on. It's 5:00 in the morning. It starts, and it goes till 10:00 in the morning. It's a 5-hour show.
Let's
And,
help.
our listeners, our uprisers can hear you, right?
Yes.
Sometimes.
Yeah, and they would actually love this show. They would love his show.
Who, Paul Vandenberg?
Yeah.
Well, why don't you plug us on the radio?
I have tried to do that. They don't.
I don't know about that. No.
I think I've heard that show now that I drive at 5 in the morning.
Yeah, you talk 1300
Okay,
or
yes. I think I'm very familiar with the name. That's why.
Talk 1300 works best near where you are.
Okay, that's enough for Vandenberg. What did they say? What did he
Well,
say?
he said that he basically did not fully support or even come close to supporting the return of Bongino. He said that the Vince show is good, which is the show that replaced Bongino's show.
The Vince show?
And that's what it's called. It's called the Vince show. The guy's name is Vince. He was the one that
Really?
replaced Bongino.
Yeah, I thought our name's terrible.
And he said that he doesn't think he's going to put the show on because everyone loves the Vince show, and that's the show that he has on the radio in place of it right now.
Well, how long before that guy is the assistant deputy director of the... If I just say crazy things, will I be the next assistant director of the FBI?
You might. Who knows? I mean, you got to remember, this is like the mafia. This government, the government
Is
in
there
general.
such a thing as shock value anymore?
No. There's no shock. No. What would shock you other than a nuclear strike?
I'm talking about like in the media itself.
A baby just got
No.
stabbed 5 miles away from us. A baby got attacked by a knife. Some crazy person attacked a baby with a knife.
I'm shocked to
Baby's
hear
okay.
that.
Everything's okay. Everything's fine. But,
It's upsetting, and I was shocked to hear.
Yeah.
so that's shocking. But no, nothing at the government. Well, no, we can't say that because, we did that small little thing we did. The little thing we did.
Venezuela.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's the thing we did. What did we do?
I couldn't believe it. I
Yeah,
just
what-
couldn't believe when I heard it.
What did we
got,
do?
We got rid of.
Got rid of him. He's in New York.
Well, yeah, we
Who's the
arrested him.
slammer?
Well, I know that we arrested him and brought him here.
Do you know he could drive, and you know the way.
Yeah,
You know the way. You could get us to MDC in what, 3 hours?
yeah.
Right out in front. We could wave a Venezuelan flag.
Can we?
We'll have to borrow yours though.
But can we also go in there? I mean,
No, we can't go
well,
in
the
there.
courthouse is public. The one they're having a hearing.
No, I'm talking about the jail.
Oh, okay.
We maybe go in the courthouse.
Well, like what
we
I'm
can't go in the
saying
chip
is when he-
walk around fucking
But when he's brought,
fucking correctional
What-
center or
yeah,
whatever it
but
is.
when he's brought into court, we could go if we really wanted to.
If there's a line
guess.
for it,
Yeah.
I mean, there might be.
Do you know we could get press credentials?
Probably.
No, we can. We could.
Oh,
Part
really?
of the new media.
Oh, okay.
Let me tell you.
Then we should be able to get in the Super Bowl and stand on the sidelines.
No, we're not important.
Oh.
Not yet. We're waiting for that big Fox News call so we can go corporate and change all our views.
So
for our
what
listeners.
we could do is we could
I love
start
Manani.
going in and bugging people if we think that they're doing something wrong in the local community.
Huh?
We could start asking officials like politicians if we.
Oh, like the old Jim Gray segment where he used to run up to people outside the city hall and go, "Why do you get those prostitutes with government money?" and jam the mic in their face, and they fucking run away. Or shove them.
Exactly.
I used to love Jim Gray and Ken Screven. Ken Screven.
Yeah, Ken Screven, I didn't see much, but he did the same
He's dead.
But he did the same thing Jim Gray did.
No, but I remember Ken Screven. And I'm a creature of habit. So if I remember Jim Gray, I have to associate that with him. Bernie Tatro,
Mm-hmm.
Jack Arnicky, Liz Bishop. You're bringing out my OCD. Now I got to say them all.
I remember this. But
Dan Blazon. Do I have to keep going?
No.
Okay.
you don't have to.
Whatever the lady who did the Lotto's name was.
Yolanda.
Vega. Yeah, Yolanda Vega. Anyways, we're going off topic a little bit. I stand fast on Bongino staying the fuck out of the podcasting sphere. Anything he says has zero credibility to me, unless he's talking about Secret Service tactics or showing me how to cook fish at an appropriate temperature. Other than that, I don't want any fucking knowledge from him, any advice from him, and anything he says has zero credibility with me. What do you think?
I think if he wants to have a podcast, he should be able to have one. And
I'm not debating whether or not he can have a podcast, Joe. I'm debating whether or not he fucking should.
I say,
Yes, Tom, go ahead.
if you feel the way you feel about him as a liar and a proven liar, and you decide to listen to him, you're a fool.
That's
He can still
what
be
I
on
think.
there. So
That's what I think. I think if you listen to a proven liar, like Trump lies a little bit, but not all the time.
yeah.
Everything Bongino said, he literally said, whatever I do, I'm going to get Bigfoot. I'm going to get him. I'm going to get him. And then he walked into the woods and he came out like 2 hours later and said, I don't know what Bigfoot is. I've never heard of Bigfoot. You're fucking stupid for asking about it. Leave me alone.
you want to fight about
You
it?
want to fight about it? You want to fight? Your mom's fat. Like, that's what he basically did. You're an incel. He's using, like,
Yeah.
democratic fucking terms against me. Calling me a black pillar and a non-be good and a never do well and all that. Fuck you. Yeah, fuck you. Isn't a very...
What? What are you asking me? I think.
I say, Joe, I don't. What do you think of people that listen to him, even though he is categorically proven to be obviously zero when it comes to either morals or ethics or any kind of fucking balls? I said it.
I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't. Listen, I don't actually plan to listen to him. But I think that if he has the podcast and people want to listen to him, they can listen to him.
$5 says he's fucking listening to him. Day one. Day fucking one.
What does Tom think?
deflection,
Well,
Joe.
well, he actually has to answer because he was the moderator.
No, we remember it now. We didn't remember it when you were yelling about Bongino, but we remember it now. Okay, moderator Tom,
I wouldn't
take over.
I wouldn't listen to him.
Yeah,
I probably don't listen to a lot of podcasts as it is.
I agree. I'm not going to go back to listening to him. I wasn't even listening to when he was finishing up.
So I'm saying, but if I find out a guy's a proven liar, I'm especially not going to.
Well, he is a
Just
liar.
like people used to do years ago. But he's telling people what
He
they
is a
want.
liar.
If somebody goes on the podcast, like I said, they use the Trump is Hitler example. If somebody goes on and says stuff that people want to hear and there's an audience for it,
I don't know what he's gonna say. That's what that's
does that pique your curiosity even a little bit, Mike, that you might maybe listen to a clip of it?
what I'll listen to is the clips of him, like his first show. He'll come out and yell about all this stuff, and then it'll be on YouTube Shorts, and it'll show him yelling, and then it'll show like a 20-year-old kid reading off all the things he didn't do, and that's probably the only content of him I will force my eyes to watch, because he's gonna get memed into for it's just. He can do that John Krasinski meme all day where it's pointing at a whiteboard and one says this and one says that.
So he'll be in a bunch of reactionary
everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
When I would listen to him, I only listened to him between like 2020.
You're justifying.
No,
over justifying.
No.
Guilty.
No, but what I'm saying is I haven't listened to him in years. He was.
Oh, I don't believe that one fucking bit. I don't believe that.
He was a podcaster for years that I didn't listen. So like he was a podcaster in 2024 and 2023. I only listened to him really during the pandemic because there was nothing else to do. By the time it was like 2022, I was pretty much done listening to him in 2023. By the time like the beginning of 2023, I wasn't really listening to him anymore. But I would like I was saying before,
I'll give you that.
and like what you're going to see, you're going to see clips come up because the conservative media is going to mention stuff. So you're going to be forced to once in a while see a clip that they're going to play. You know, when he gets on there. That's why if he was smart, I would almost say, you know, don't do the podcast. So that way you don't look like an idiot.
He needs the money.
He's probably broke.
Yeah, he could be.
No,
I guess probably.
Well, if he's not broke, then if I was him, I'd rather be forgotten.
He's a glutton for punishment.
He wants to stay relevant no matter.
Or he's still such a narcissist, he thinks he can convince people.
That's what I think it is.
That's the other thing Paul Vandenberg said.
Paul Vandenberg sounds like a very smart
Paul
man.
Vandenberg said that he has just a big ego and he cares about himself.
To be able to be wrong is one of the most endearing qualities. Like, I started this podcast because of October 7th, because I felt the Israelis just got fucking jammed. They got it jammed right in their fucking ass with that October 7th bullshit. I sat in my garage and fucking watched it live when it was fucking happening. It was awful. And I said, I gotta do something. I'm a coward, so I'm not going to war. I'm poor, so I'm not giving them money. I'm gonna do the next best thing. Start a podcast. Sure.
Change the world.
I wasn't wrong for the initial. I was not on the bad side for the initial Israeli reaction. That's fine. Go fucking blow up a bunch of them. Now it's a complete clusterfuck, and I ain't on anybody's side over there. Glass them all. Get rid of them. Release killer bees. Send fucking crocodiles. Chuck Norris. I don't care. You get rid of all them people. All of them can go away. Tell them to move. Send the Mayflower fucking vans in and move them somewhere, because they can't get the fuck along. But anyways, if you have that ability to admit when you're wrong, or be humble, there shouldn't have been anything in that post about on X. Shouldn't have been anything about black pilling. And if you don't like me, then tough. There should have been nothing but empathy for the way that I'm feeling right now. Listen, I was put in a real tough position. It was basically betray my country or betray my listeners. I was really put between a rock and a hard place. I apologize for leading you guys down rabbit holes that either didn't exist or basically that had zero to none sum of fucking credibility or anything that I could actually investigate. And I'm sorry I let all you guys down. I'm sorry I couldn't get Epstein. I'm sorry I perpetrated in the cover-up.
Please let me try to win your trust.
Please let me try to bring you back to my side. If you give me a chance to earn your trust again, there was none of that. There was nothing but vitriol and fucking rage. And if you don't like it, motherfucker, below me. I'm Dan Bongino. Fuck you. And that don't fly with me. I don't like bullies. I don't like that bullshit. Usually the one that's going like this the loudest is the most guilty one.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying talks a lot. I'm saying it gets fucking mad quick. Because usually when you get mad,
he has a very
you're
short
fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Quick reactionary.
And I'm not talking an Italian paisano in a pizzeria who gets a bad fucking order and getting pissed off. I mean, just like that. Flick of a switch, he's screaming at people. Like, that usually is a show of low intelligence. You can't articulate.
Yeah.
And then you start putting shit in caps. When I know that you are typing, you're type screaming. We all know what you're doing, Dan.
He might have learned that from his boss.
He's not Trump as much as he wants to be. You're not Trump. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The name of his podcast is going to be Bongino's a Bum. Dan Bongino is a bum.
Yeah. Right.
It's not fair. Liar. Okay, I guess it's time. No, I guess it's time for you to fucking decide. Come out with your final ruling.
Oh, I have a ruling on it.
You're gonna get a
You
gavel.
both make great arguments.
And there's nothing wrong with Joe's argument. Joe's argument is sound and fine.
Well,
and
a lot of confusion on the argument being should he be allowed to.
Yeah, I didn't.
I know that got
No.
brought up 20 times.
Take his computer away and never allow him to. No, he's not allowed to be near a microphone. Never. That was not
Well, I mean, can I say what the basis? Mike wins on the basis of that because the argument was mostly he should be allowed to podcast anyway. He should be allowed to podcast anyway.
Okay, get away from Joe not understanding it. Joe understood.
No, he understood. No, he made good points too. Joe definitely made very good points.
Yes.
In the end, though, he just can't be trusted. He himself should have the intestinal fortitude not to be such an egomaniac narcissist that put himself out there and just disappeared to obscurity and count his millions. I know he's allowed to if he wants to, and that's what he wants to do. But in the end, not a good idea. But you know what? To your point, people are going to listen to him. He's going to have a following.
He's not. I don't think he'll have this big of a following.
Who the fuck knows?
He could.
We don't have any following.
I don't know.
He's got all the following.
I'm a clean slate on this whole topic, but I know that people will listen to anybody.
Nah, that's not true.
Oh my God.
Everyone except us.
Yeah, not us.
Everyone except us.
If you can come up with a unique concept and just fucking lie your ass off and say what a group of people want to hear, you'll get on the air. Somebody might be listening. Because like the point I made before, they'll freaking people at Fox News, CNN, MSNBC, they'll show a clip of a podcast like this and say, well, this guy made this point. You know, let's bring him on.
He must be a right-wing extremist. He's wearing a Hulk Hogan hoodie.
Oh, God, yeah. I've actually had somebody say something about that. It's called me a fascist or something like that.
For a Hulk Hogan hoodie?
Yeah, for this hoodie that I'm wearing, if it's not out there.
Well, that's of his Trump.
Oh, yeah. Well, Hulk's a real American.
The man is dead, but Hulkamania will live forever.
See what you're doing over there, pal.
And yanking the wire out?
Yeah, yanking a little wire. That's okay. Yes, Joe, I'm fine with Dan Bongino having this podcast. I hope no one listens to him. I hope no one believes him. I hope he ends up yelling at traffic outside his house to slow down. Because that's about as much as I'm going to listen to him. I know he's your boy. I know you love him.
I actually really haven't listened to him, despite.
Okay, you took down the picture you have of him in your house. Okay.
I don't have a picture.
It's not the frame picture.
I know you got a framed picture with you and him shaking hands. Autograph.
Check his wallet.
I know. To Joe with love from DB. I know it says DB. That's what you called him because you know him so good. You call him DB.
Joe, you made very good arguments. Oh, God.
Yes, when you were arguing against whether or not he should or shouldn't be able to have a podcast, you did bring up some good things.
You know,
You did bring up some
In
great
between
things.
there.
Yes.
you know how you're gonna know whether he's gonna become popular again?
When he drone strikes my house.
No,
Oh,
you're gonna know it like this. If he has a little podcast, like when he starts his podcast, if he's able to get like with a radio station, start putting them on, that's gonna be it. As soon as that happens, he's gonna have a lot of listeners that are gonna listen to his podcast. If that doesn't happen, with a radio station say that, which you'll know pretty quick, that they're not going to take him on. That like they will become like Paul Vandenberg.
another fucking plug. Another plug for Paul Vandenberg.
But like
Fucking
that,
guy.
no. But if they like all the ones in Alabama and Tennessee and Florida, if they all take him on, he's going to have some followers because of that. It's just a fact.
He's not the same person he was in
He's not.
2024.
He's
That's
not.
How you doing it?
Or in 2023.
He's not the same person. He's more lovable.
When you call Paul Vandenberg, do you have like not necessarily a script, but do you know what you're gonna say? You just go, hi Paul.
I know what
Hello?
Yes.
I
I
know
know what I'm going to talk about.
So if I give you something to say, do you think you can say it?
Well,
Not dirty, no, I would not do that. I know you always think I'm some kind of fucking slime ball. I'm not doing anything like that to you. I mean, if I said to you, like, hey, Paul, me and my buddies run a podcast called Unqualified Uprising, and we don't think Dan Bongino should be allowed back in the podcasting sphere because he betrayed everyone.
Way to stick that. They're ready for
yeah, write me a script and I'll ask him.
What do you? I know this is like your religious. This is like your Mecca. So I don't want to fuck up your trip to Mecca.
No, that'll be all right.
You sure?
Yeah.
Paul Vandenberg's not going to come to my house and
He's
hit
not.
you
He's
with a
not.
bat,
He's
right?
not going to worry about me. Even if he doesn't like what I say, the chances are, even if he disconnects me or he hangs up on me, which has happened before.
Oh, he hung up on you.
he'll-
Why?
The next day, if I call about something totally different, he's still going to take my call.
Did he hang up on you because you were singing that song you wrote about you and Dan Bongino?
No.
No, but if he gets a plug in, they might.
That's what I mean.
If he tries to sneak a plug in,
Would they be mad at you for plugging us?
they might not let you on the show anymore.
Not really. I mean, I don't think it'll be like where I'll suddenly be not allowed on the show.
No, there's that fucking unqualified uprising
but
show.
there's
But if I keep doing it, yeah. I mean, if he
There's a
doesn't
screener,
like
right?
it, they keep doing it.
There's a screener.
Yes.
So they'll say, "Oh, you're the guy who plugged the podcast. Don't do that." That's what happens.
Yeah, so I don't want. Yeah, we don't want you to get in trouble.
You might get one in trouble. You might get one strike, and they'll say, "Don't do that again." The next time you call, I remember you promoted this.
Bongino.
You had a fucking janitor that answers the phone is gonna be mad at you for an hour.
They'll have your phone number hooked to.
Yeah,
This guy brought.
The $2 an hour fucking board op is gonna be having fucking
Oh my God.
So you call how often do you call Paul Vandenberg?
Every day.
Every day, right?
So tomorrow morning you might listen. I'll
Did I call him today?
No, it's tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. Did you call him today? Today's Thursday.
Today's Thursday.
Yeah, yes. Today's. Don't say that with such surprise. Well, what?
No, I'm only kidding.
It's tomorrow
No,
morning,
you're not.
Friday
Okay.
morning.
Go ahead.
So when I'm leaving work and I turn on his show, which I think I've listened to a few times,
Yeah.
I might hear Joe.
Motherfucker gets up at 5 in the morning to call a radio show.
Who, me?
No, someone else.
He doesn't.
Somebody else.
He doesn't listen. He doesn't start taking calls until 7:00. So he'll be on from 5 to 7. He doesn't take calls. He likes talking about golf and the Yankees and the Giants. But he was talking about John Harbaugh today.
He'll have plenty to
Wow.
talk
So what do? You call up and just.
But like, no, I can't call
Sit down
until he
walking
starts with
hour.
politics, which is 7:00.
Okay, at 7:00 he starts politics.
Yeah, I'll start talking about different things.
Okay, what do? You call up and you read the poem you wrote about you and Dan Bongino to him?
Well, I mean, I told him, like I said, about my opinion about Greenland.
I love Greenland.
That is,
And Dan Bongino.
No, it's not much different than my opinion I had on the show, the last show we did, which was that they should not use their military to take Greenland. It's just not something, because he's the peace president. You know, he said he was going
Not this time. Not this time.
He said he was
He's not
going
the peace president this time. He might have been the first term.
The peace president, yeah.
But that's what he said. He said he wanted to have peace and no wars. That's what he said. That was his campaign
For the
slogan.
last 8
Craziness.
Good God.
It's just like the whole Epstein thing.
That was he had that to hang his once. Well, Iran was a little different, right? Once we went when he set those strikes, that was it. That was the end of it. What was it, last May or June or whatever it was? He was no longer the peace president.
The peace president, yeah, the piece of fucking other country's president. Yeah, country motherfucker.
This is why
Peace president.
I'll take
a piece.
I want a piece.
Yeah, I
of
want a
this.
piece of that. I want a piece of this.
I want a piece.
Yeah,
I want a
but
piece
this
of
is the
Venezuela.
same thing when it comes to, you could use the same thing when it comes to Bongino. It's like,
Who did he kidnap?
but no, Bongino was working for President Trump and Cash Patel. If for some reason Cash Patel did not want the Epstein stuff to come out and obscured it and hid it,
Dan Bongino should come out and say,
yeah,
I cannot release this because Cash Patel told me I cannot.
Yeah.
And his responsibility is done, according to me.
exactly.
That's how I feel.
Yeah, he
And
should
then
have
Cash
at least
Patel
put it out.
can field the questions. And he can say, Trump told me not to release it. And then Trump can field all the questions.
Yeah.
The
And then
thing,
Trump would say you're fake media.
the thing you have with me, it's not even the Bongino thing. You think I'm crazy for the Epstein shit. You think I'm crazy because I think that you think that I think you think that I think that Trump's hiding it. I don't necessarily think Trump is hiding anything. I think that somebody knows something and it could just rip the core of government apart. And that's why it's not being released. It's not going to necessarily get Obama or Clinton's or anybody, but it might get like this defense contractor, this CEO, this CEO, who all happen to be, you know, former congressmen or heavy fucking donors or whatever. And it will just be a cataclysmic shock to the government.
And it might,
Financially, mentally, fucking even
I think
physically.
generally financially, mostly anyway.
Well, physically, because people would be going to jail,
People-
people's lives would be ruined, people would be jumping off fucking
All these
buildings.
donors would be gone.
The government would probably, that could be what actually brought the government down.
And I noticed it's one thing that Republicans and Democrats seem to be working on together is suppressing this shit.
Exactly.
It's like each said, well, you had the power then. Why didn't you do anything? You have the power now. Why don't you do anything?
No one does anything.
We get like a sample of this, and we get like hints. Oh, here's a picture of this. Here's a picture of Bill Clinton.
Here's a drug boat.
Yeah.
Here's a drug
Here's
boat.
a picture of his plane.
You know what? I don't want to know about the drug boats. You know what? I wish we didn't even know about Maduro. Why do we got to know about everything? Why don't you just go take people and fucking beat them up and we don't know about it? What happened to it? What isn't this shit called fucking secret for a reason? Aren't they secret missions?
Well, yeah.
All these missions ain't secret anymore.
I wonder if this was like a this Maduro thing. It reminded me almost like a
False flag?
almost like a situation where you have like a loan shark where you go to beat the guy up because he owes you money. There's got to be a reason President Trump did this. He wasn't dealing with him right, or the negotiations went through, didn't go through that he wanted, you know. And there had to be a reason why he just decided to just do this.
Shout out to the 5 families in New York. We're loan sharking. We loan sharked Venezuela. So he was a deadbeat.
Why?
He went down there and kidnapped the world leader. What are we doing? Bringing him to Harlem?
No, but what I'm saying is I think he might have did it because he didn't do what President Trump wanted. I think it's possible that he wasn't negotiating with Trump in good faith, and he thought that, you know what, I'm just going to get rid of this guy, and he's also...
So let me kidnap him and bring him to America.
Yeah, well, but
international
you
incident.
got to remember, too, though,
Oil.
there was a reason why, because you got to remember he was also facilitating the drug smuggling and all of that.
Right, the 17 votes.
So there were a lot of excuses that President Trump could use and say, look, you know what? This guy's not doing this for me. I know I could take him out or take him into custody. And in that case, I won't be really responsible because I could say it was because of this, and this.
Joe,
because there were a lot of things that you could have said that.
think about this. You gotta at least give me this. We have a very talented and very sophisticated military.
Yes.
The CIA, the FBI, the counterintelligence, all that shit. We probably got some of the best guys, right?
Yeah.
We can't have someone down there. We can't send somebody down there to fucking make this guy's house blow up, like make a gas leak in his house. We have to go take him so they know it's us. We cannot do anything without everyone fucking knowing. This country, Venezuela, was barely a fucking country. I feel like Tom and I could take a fucking bus there and go up and find this guy and beat the shit out of him and bring him back here.
Yeah.
Their government wasn't very stable. We should have just blown them up. We need to start just blowing fucking people up. I'm tired of regime building, regime change.
Why don't have the freedoms?
How are we gonna try this guy? We're gonna try.
I can't believe we are gonna do that. That's unbelievable.
Just fucking put him on a boat, send him back, put him on a train, send him back. However we can get him there, or kill him. Just kill him. What are we gonna do with him? Put him in jail?
I know, right?
That's what we're gonna do with him. They're gonna put him in jail.
They're gonna try to put him in jail.
You put him on the split.
Give me some final thoughts on Dan Bongino. I know you agree with what I'm saying, and I agree, of course, with Dan Bongino's ability to actually have a podcast. And I understand what you're saying, but your opinion is blank, blank, blank.
Dan Bongino's credibility has definitely been damaged by the fact that he was in the FBI and didn't do what he said he was going to do. And I think that he's going to get a lot less followers on his podcast. And he's probably going to, it looks like he's going to have the podcast. I mean, it was already announced that he's going to do it. So he's going to do it, but we'll see how many people support him. I do not think the show is going to be as big as it was.
That's my number. Can you see that? Don't say it, but that's my number, okay? Right here. Yeah. What's the percentage of his audience you think he's going to get back out of 100%?
Probably 25.
Pretty good.
I said 30. I agree with you, Joe. I agree with you. Thank you for your opinions on Dan Bongino. I understand exactly what you're saying. Everyone should be allowed to say everything except fire in a crowded theater. Or I'm going to fight you. Come here, let's fight. And then I punch you and then you try to sue me. No, you wanted to start a fight with me.
Step on the gas.
Yeah. I just think he's a liar. And I think if he showed a little tiny less ego and if he was a little bit more humble, he would be okay. But we're going to end this in a 3-shot. Tom, give us your final words on what you thought about Joe and me and what we said.
Well, it was a very interesting conversation, that's for sure. And I think I'm actually going to go research the guy a little bit and at least watch a snippet of what he was saying in the past, or at least a few of his rants. So I got even better understanding of it. But no. And I might even listen to a few snippets of his new podcast. But no, I will not be an avid listener. It takes a lot for me to be an avid listener of any podcast as it is.
We're still on a 3-shot, right?
Yep.
Yeah, stay on a 3-shot. This fucking guy, Joe, he did it again. I debate him, and I end up watching or listening to the nonsense that he fucking says. So me, just like Tom, will definitely be tuning in to Dan Bongino's podcast because I need to know what the fuck he's gonna say.
And he'll get plenty of rage.
God damn it!
But Mike, that only lasts so long.
I don't know.
No, as far as like him getting a huge audience.
You're right.
Like 1 or 2 or 3 episodes, and then it'll.
You're right.
So it's just like I gotta tune in.
Is there anything that he would say in his first podcast that would change your mind? Or?
Yeah, if you came out with names and said, this guy's corrupt, here's the evidence,
That's a good thing. Everything I promised you in the past,
everything I promised you, I got it. Here, boom. Epstein, he killed himself, but this is how he did it. Or, this is what really happened.
Go on my website for the list.
Trutheagle.org.
Unredacted Epstein. Page by
How the fuck do I win a debate with you and then I end up on your fucking side? Every time with you.
What?
You are great at it. First you debated the wrong thing. Then first you're debating whether or not Dan Bongino.
I now declare Joe the winner.
Yeah, Joe's the winner. Joe beat me.
I just changed it.
Joe, say goodbye to the people.
Good. Have a good night.
Tell them to like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe to this podcast, Unqualified Uprising on YouTube and Rumble.
Tom, good night, everyone.
Go to a one shot. Again with this fucking guy. Again. That's how you win a debate, but end up on the other side. You need to be a Southern lawyer or something. Jesus Christ, you need to be good Lord. Somehow Joe convinced me that now I have to watch Dan Bongino. Now I'm going to watch Dan Bongino. Hopefully you people won't. I've been your host, Mike. Please like and subscribe. Unqualified Uprising. Bye for now. God damn it.